So today we have with us four incredible women who have crossed seas and continents to be with us. They are the in-laws of Kerala. They're from Russia, Belgium, Philippines, and China, and they're married to Malayali men of origin. And of all the places, they've come to Kozhikode, a cornucopia of different cultures. So let me welcome Melanie Marques, Anne Marie. For the rest of the session, she'll be Meenu for us, and Olga Pardo and Lee. So through their stories, we'll try and explore what it means to be across cultures and be with one culture here. So welcome. I'll start with a very simple question. It's cliched, I know. How did you make the decision of coming to Kerala?
Before that, Elarum Namaskaram. So, that question, how have I come here to live? Actually, it's a predisposition. When I was in high school, I have always wanted to come to live in India. That was the high school. The first encounter was seeing India's map in my history book. And then, after that, college, because it's a long story. You're willing to listen, no?
So everyone is ready to listen, so please.
Just to give you a brief how I came here. So in the college, I was fascinated in India. Then my first meditation teacher was an Indian man, a priest. So he introduced sadhana to me, and the more I wanted, and I said I wanted to come to India. So in a way, like, the desire was there. So as Paulo Coelho says, the universe will conspire just to bring you to your destination. So somehow there was a point in my life where I met friends, Indian friends, and then one of those Indian friends became a good friend, and he became my husband. And we met, for everyone's knowledge, we met online. We became online chatmates, and after 3-4 years, he proposed. And I told him, if you are serious, you come to the Philippines and you propose to my parents. And then all of a sudden, I was just joking. But eventually, he made a decision to come to India to propose. So here I am now. I have been here since 2008. So it's a long story, but this is where I want to be. And I think this is where I belong. And this is now my home.
So my name is Olga. I'm from Russia, from Moscow. And I had never any idea of coming to India in my life. I want to be honest. But once I met my husband, he was doing his MBBS in Russia. So we met, the love happened. And at the beginning, we wanted to come to India just, to clear all the documents, to get the license. And we were young. And, we were thinking that the whole world is, open to us. So we can go any place and start a family. The moment we came to Kerala, he met his family, of course, parents, grandparents, and after so many years being abroad, he really missed them. So the moment we reached Kerala, he asked me, shall we stay for a few years? And then let's see. And those few years now came into 18 years. Without any pressure, without any doubts, I decided to stay here in Kerala and have no regrets. But that's my story.
I'm Amin, you can call me Amin. Actually, my Chinese name is Lee. Family name is Lee. Everyone call me. I make a Muslim name as Amina to make it easy. Actually, I meet my husband from China. He was doing business in China. He was working for some company. So we meet him and we get married around 2008. And we love marriage. So my child also delivered from China. And then we start to build company, do business. Everything was very small. So the child grew up around 3 to 4 years old. They have to go to the kindergarten. So actually, at that time, I already visited India a few times. We have to think what to do with our child. We have to find a balance. If we made it in studying in China, there will be possibility mixing some Islamic education Then the education, then we think along, then finally me and my child come to India at first. At first then I here from 2013 with my two child alone, just 4 years from kindergarten. And then the family can separate as two places. So slowly around 1 year or 2 years later, my husband quit all the business and come back only for us. So that was my story. As a situation maybe to here, I love here, the people is very nice, very kind.
I was on touring in India and I was going to Rameshwaram, and my husband wanted to go on pilgrimage to my Rameshwaram. And so we met on the train, that's all. It's beautiful.
You mentioned about your great connection with Kerala now that you have made this your home. But is there something that made you feel disconnected? You felt like an outsider sometimes. Is there an instance?
In the beginning, I felt like an outsider because the way I look, I got a lot of stares. So whenever I went to SM Street, the people around, the China. I said, no, I'm not from China, I'm from the Philippines. So actually, I look like more like her, right? I don't look Filipino at all. So one time, Korea. I said, no, I'm not from Korea, I'm from. So if there is one thing that makes me out of place, makes me feel out of place, is how I look. So that was a few years ago. And then I made it, I tried to assimilate myself. And then I told my friends, okay, I will one day look like you. And when I walk down the street, nobody will stare at me. So what I did was, I oiled my hair, I made my hair long, and I put sinduram, and I wore churidar all the time. I did not wear jeans for long years. And then I learned sari for 1 year, how to drape myself. And then one fine day, I walked down SM Street, nobody stared at me. That was like the grand success of my life. So if there is one thing that made me feel, it's like my looks, but no longer, not anymore. As I said, I feel very much at ease. I can go anywhere, nobody will stare. And I think people nowadays think that I'm not from China, not from Korea, but now I'm from Assam. But Assamese are here. So I can merge so easily in the crowd as Assamese. Thank you, that's all.
Yeah, I had once that I was afraid that when the Iraq War broke out, everybody said, America. I didn't know. I said, no, not America, Europe. But they didn't know Europe. That's the only time. But yeah, everybody asked, where are you from? Even my daughter, she can't go anywhere, or they ask her, where are you from? And she hates it. She hates it.
For me, at the beginning, I think the main challenge was the language barrier. Actually, even though a lot of people speak English, but still this Malayalam conversations, I know that time I felt like left out from that conversation at all. I couldn't understand a word. And coming from Russia, you see, we don't speak English in Russia. So my communicative English was very low, and my husband speaks Russian so well. So there was no problem between me and my husband, but there were a lot of language barrier between me and my family-in-law, some neighbors, people around. But after so many years being here in India, I've learned some Malayalam, and now there are so many funny stories. Sometimes you meet people in the mall, and they'll try their best English to talk to me, and somehow I'll reply in Malayalam. They will be so shocked. How do you know? Madam, where are you from? How many years? So these are funny moments for me. But regarding dressing as well, churidar is a very easy way, but sari still, I'm on the way to learn how to drape the sari. It's like a rocket science for me. So I must tell English, only language barrier. Yeah, but over the years, everything is easy now.
I'm having the same when I go to the shop, where are you from? I go into petrol, they don't ask how much you want. Yeah. Where are you from? I go and see a doctor, they don't ask what's your problem, they ask where are you from. Then the second question will be why you are here. Are you working? So that I have to answer at least 5 questions for each and every meter stranger. Buy a fish. Where are you from? So, and at the beginning, I could speak a little bit Malayali. I will say, I'm Malayali. I'm from Malayalam. No, I'm a Malayali. I'm from Koriko. I'm Koriko. Maya. No, 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 no. You're not Malayali. You know, then they start to speak Hindi. Then, Hindi, nay. I don't understand Hindi. Then they start Malaysia, Philippines, Japan, at least 5 questions. Then I say, China. Oh, China. That is, I think the face, I think not change. I put a face mask, I put a sunglass, I put a helmet. They can find. Where are you from?
I want to add one more thing. Nowadays, they won't ask me China, Korea, no. They will ask me, BTS? BTS, army, ma'am, army. So because, yeah, yes. So the new kids will ask me, ma'am, BTS, BTS. So
Yeah, the BTS favor has taken over everywhere. You said about a conscious decision to look like a Malayali, so that you wore a sari and you oiled your hair. Was there a pressure from maybe from your in-laws or from the society to be more Malayali?
No. My in-laws, my sister-in-law is here, my family is here. There is no pressure from them at all. So the pressure is from myself. Yeah, from me, because they have provided me a very comfortable environment. There is no pressure from my family here. Just a note, my family is a Hindu family and I'm a Catholic. So in a way, come to think of it, that pressure should have been doubled. But there's none at all. There's no pressure. So more like I am the one who's trying to fit myself in properly, so that not much attention to be given to me as a different person. That's all. They're very supportive of me in all ways. Yeah.
Yeah, same for me. No pressure from outside, but inside I feel I should learn Malayalam, I should do this, I should do that, I should help more. But no pressure. Everybody
outside
friendly
pressure.
all the time. No problem.
Naturally, all people will expect a lot from you. I mean, regarding language, learn Malayalam fast, or dress like Malayali, wear Indian dress. Yeah, in some point at the beginning, I felt a little bit pressure from my family. Again, my family, they are Muslim. So, of course, they expected something from me to be a proper Muslim lady. And here, Islam is a little bit different from what we have in Russia. So I felt just a little bit of points from family or relatives, suggestions. You wear like this, you walk like this, dress like that. Okay, fine. But again, I'm telling you, over the years, I've tried to find that balance between being okay here and being like Malayali in Kerala, but still rooted to stay true to my roots. Still being a Russian, because once in a while, I'm a marathoner and I can't run in all that dress on the marathon. So when I wear my sportswear, I really feel myself like I'm a Russian, I'm a foreigner. I can do whatever I want. The moment I come home, again, I change the role. I become mother and a wife and, part of my Muslim family. Yeah.
I don't have much pressure to become a Malayali. Because I am not a Malayali. Right? So the only pressure maybe I try to learn to speak Malayalam. Then my kids always laughing to me. This, your Malayalam, no one can understand. So I try to speak. If I try to speak, they don't understand, it's not my problem, it's their problem. So I try to learn all the Malayalam food. I like all the food. I make all the curry. I serve it to my family. They're happy. So the only thing, I think only the face made different. My speak cannot understand and your language problem will be there. So we don't want to change ourselves to become something. Be ourselves.
Yeah.
That is the only thing. You're Malayali, you have many Malayali go to other country. They will go to many England, many Australia, many in China, many America. They don't want to change them to being an England or English or the Americanist. They will be themselves. So I have my limit, but we can adapt to any situation. I came here, I like here the food culture, French, very nice, very kind to the people. So it's like my second hometown here. So we don't want to put the pressure to ourselves, because once we put too much pressure to ourselves, we will become depression. Because we are not that. Why we want to change?
Yeah, that's something for everyone to learn. Be yourself. It's very important for women. So you're away from your cultures, you're away from your country. Have you taken a part of that and put it in Kerala? Do you celebrate your festivals here?
I was a Catholic, so I used to, with Christmas, we used to have a Christmas tree. We used to have a crepe with everything. Then one year, one night, everything disappeared except the tree. The crepe was gone, so I understood the message. We don't want that. We Hindu. To do it. But for my grandchildren, I will do it again. I will make the crepe and I will make the tree.
The same we celebrate the same things. Like for example, Christmas there, we celebrate Christmas here. So in my family, we celebrate everything. So if we have Hindu festivals, Hindu whatever, we celebrate that. So when we celebrate Christmas and all other festivals, we also do. I don't think there is anything. I feel, that's why I said I feel at home, because there's not much difference. Yeah.
As my family and I joined this Muslim family, we celebrate all Islamic celebrations here in India. But in Russia, for example, the huge celebration we always give for New Year. And we always set a Christmas tree for New Year, not for the Christmas itself. So I still love that, and I want to bring that to my kids. So every year for the New Year, purposely, we decorate a Christmas tree. And my kids, they know the Russian tradition, the Russian culture. Even though they know that they're Muslim, they're Malayalis, half Malayalis. But there was never pressure from my husband's side or my family side, my in-laws side, not to celebrate or not to bring any importance to Russian holidays as well. So again, you know, after so many years here, we learn how to be strong, how to balance between two cultures. And not to forget, the moment I go home, definitely I enjoy all the celebrations. The moment I come here, I miss Indian celebrations. So some kind of balance, balancing. All the life we are balancing, trying our best to adjust. That's all.
I had the same to me. Actually, the biggest festival is Chinese New Year, the Spring Festival. It's usually every year around February. Chinese calendar.
Chinese New Year.
Yeah, Chinese New Year. So I don't celebrate New Year more than 15 years. Because, I don't celebrate around 50 years. I came here more than, I came 2013.
Do you miss that celebrations? Do you miss them, or you're okay with missing them?
I'm okay because if we want to celebrate a festival, you have some partner which is coming from your culture, you can enjoy that festival. But when you're alone, you celebrate that festival, the surrounding people, they cannot understand. They just came as a function. So that, how to say, the communication from heart, you don't get it. At the beginning I'm here, I was trying to make some celebration, like we will celebrate food, family gathering together for having food. I tried to make it to celebrate with my husband's family, but slowly I stopped it. And last year or 2 years back, I got some Chinese friends, they came in and they were in Calicut. We get a community, then we celebrate it. If not, we are alone here. It's not much compulsory to do that. And now I'm a Muslim, I'm in here, like we will celebrate the Eid. Because I'm in this community is there. Do you understand?
Yeah, we talked about cultural differences. So have you found members of your community, of your or of your origin here? Or have you made friendships?
I have a big community here in Calicut. Recently, few families, joined Air India Express company as a pilots, and all of them settled here in Calicut, and they brought their families as well. kids, wives. So now I have around 5 or 6 families here, staying nearby my apartment. A lot of, like 7 kids joined the Indian school. So they're so much impressed with the culture, food. They like to be here. And I'm so happy having my Russian community here, opportunity to, as you told me, celebrate, meet, and just, speak Russian language.
For me, in Calicut, I think there are very few Filipinos here. I think 3 or 4, and we have not met. Whenever I meet Filipinos, it will be in Goa or when we renew our passports. The whole community will be there, and we have online community. So I may not have direct contact with the Filipinos here, but I have contact with them online. So there are 200, 300 Filipinos in Kerala alone. So now and then we update each other in that group on Messenger. Okay, some Kerala and some Calicut also. So it's okay. So I feel connected and I know what's going on. So and all the problems and difficulties of the Filipino community, I'm very much aware. Legal wise, cultural wise, like that. So I'm in touch with them. Although I have not established very clear contacts on a personal level, like having close friendships. It's not possible at the moment because I have now my own community, Malu, the Malu community. So I have my own Devagiri community. That's my second home. So it's like a home away from home. So I seem not to miss anything because like as I said earlier, I feel I belong. So there's not much of a problem. So if I want my Filipino community, they're all online and willing to communicate with me. So there is none.
2 of you are excellent dancers. We saw that on stage. So I would like to know the creative side of the other 2 people. Maybe we can learn more about your sports person side. You've run marathons.
Actually, I've never run before in my life, before Corona. Corona, when we were locked down, sitting in 4 walls in one room with the kids. And I decided to do something, to bring some activities to my life. That's the moment I started running. Before I couldn't run even 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes walk, 2 minutes run. But later on, I started enjoying the process. I joined the local team of runners. That time I was staying in Manjeri, Malappuram, and I was the only lady. And I remember that feeling, when they called me for a run outside. And I was thinking how me, the lady, the foreigner, will be running with the gents on the bypass. And everyone will look at me. Everyone will stare at me. So that was my biggest fear. So anyway, I thought I have to do this. One day I came on bypass with a group of gents, completed my run, and that was the awesome feeling ever I had. The next day, so after a few weeks, I just missed one run. The next day I came, started running, and the first person who waved me and said, "Hello madam, why you were not running yesterday?" That was a shopkeeper or Chayakada person. I was like, "You miss me?" He said, "Yeah, yesterday you did. I see you every day. I watch you every day. And one day I missed. I was thinking, what happened to you?" Then I met some uncles who do walking, just old person who does walking every day. Again, he waved to me and told "I missed you yesterday." And from that moment itself, I understood that they don't watch me. They miss me as same I miss them during my runs. I'm happy to meet them. I'm happy to wave them. I'm happy to run with them. So from that moment, I changed completely my attitude towards sports activity. I'm no more shy. I'm very bold about that. So I can, just go on the run and bring some more people with me and tell "Come on guys, join me. Come on ladies, join me." I think I have motivated few ladies to join me and I'm very happy with that. So recently, from 5K to 10K to 21, twice completed 42K. I'm very proud of that.
Maybe Melanie will sing a song for us now.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Madi.
Let's talk about some food. You all come from different food cultures. So was it difficult adapting to Kerala food? Or is there one particular dish that you cannot eat at all People usually say you'll eventually love it. നിങ്ങൾക്കത് പറ്റും. But is there one dish that you cannot just eat at all?
No, I have trouble with coconut oil when the coconut oil is a bit old, but it's not because I don't like it's coconut oil. Coconut oil when it's old. When I make it myself, it's okay, but if I have to buy it, I have trouble. So no chips, banana chips.
Really? Oh, no banana chips. Look, I like Kerala cuisine, especially Malabar area. Food is so delicious. That's the moment I go home, I enjoy Russian food. After 1 month, I'll dream about coming to Kerala and have sadhya. Really, I love Onam sadhya and especially marriage sadhya. Oh, that's really delicious. Regarding food, I can't eat extremely hot. I'm spicy or sour, like pulli, or maybe too much sweet, which you also have this paisam. And everyone will push you, drink full glass, and you will like after one sip, oh, what to do? You can't say no, and you have to finish that. Sometimes we feel like in trouble visiting someone's house. But anyway, I don't have any dish. I tried everything. Anyway, to love cuisine, you have to try everything. Somehow, maybe a little piece or small sip or something. I enjoy. No dish I don't like here. Coconut oil, coconut chips, banana chips, my favorite. Chaka chips.
I like all the Indian food, especially Malayali food, so tasty, and I make it also. I try to make it. I make sadhya at home. I make coffee, coffee biryani. Yeah, just this much dish is there that makes sadhya. And sometimes I back to China also. We're missing the biryani here, so tasty. But it's not too much oily. It will be better. And some sweet will be too much sweet. It's reduced quantity will be better. So that is the only thing. I taste all the food, but the one which I really don't eat too much, that's the halwa. It's too much sweet. But it's tasty.
I can't answer that question because I eat everything. Yeah, I don't think I miss anything. In the beginning, the first food that I ate my mother-in-law gave me was upama. My first breakfast. And I cried because koro pacha molaga. There is one pacha molaga inside the upama and I cried after that. So from then on, I trained myself to eat any kind of dish. So you give me anything, I will eat.
Sometimes dishes are so delicious, so even after eating food, I'll cry. But people tell like, why are you crying? It is so tasty, so delicious, but so spicy.
So is the one particular dish that you like? I asked about the dish you dislike.
Very much what I should tell from Calicut. Calicut mango, fish mango curry with appam from Paragon, you know. Otherwise, I like everything. As she said, my kids are they go to school every day, so I pack lunch box for them. Definitely, it should be some Indian food. So after so many years, we've learned how to make Indian food. Definitely with some version of our culture, maybe less spicy or maybe less sweet, less oily. But still, every time when I make something Indian, new one, I wait, like I give it to my family to try. And of course, I wait for a compliment like, does it taste Indian way? Yeah, and the best compliment for me was when kids told, that tastes like Umama's food. Umama's means grandmothers. My mother-in-law's. So it was like the best compliment for me when you make something the same taste like your mother-in-law does. Yeah.
Now, the cultural assimilation is one part, and how have your careers shaped after you have come to Kerala?
I couldn't find a job that was according to my qualifications. I thought I would find because I was overqualified, but somehow nobody wanted me. So, but that's long ago, and I tried a few times, then I gave up. And I regret a little because that made a difference.
Yeah. For me, by profession, I'm an advocate, a lawyer. And I had some plans. Like my husband told, when you reach Kerala, you will try and find a job easily. The main problem came as a language barrier, as I said. Even though people speak English, the main conversation comes in Malayalam. So not knowing a language, you can't join anywhere. So for few years I was at home with my kids. After a few years being at home, staying at home, I really wanted to go out, to socialize, to meet people. And the decision came, I've joined a school. I became a teacher. I completed a teacher's course here and joined school. Managed for 3 years, being a part of a school of educational institution. And then Corona came. That was very easy. Corona came, we were locked down. I decided, okay, that way, let me spend more time with my kids. My husband is quite busy. So from that moment, I quit my job and dedicated all my time towards my kids. I have 2 kids. So they were badminton players. My daughter does piano class. So they need my time. They need me to drink, to drop, to bring to drop, to spend, to sit with them. As well as my kids, both kids, they speak Russian very well. So again, it comes from my side only. I was the only one who spoke Russian, who taught them reading, writing, speaking. So I don't feel I miss something in my career. No, I'm quite satisfied being a housewife here. My husband does his man job, he earns money, and I spend a very good quality time with my kids. So no regrets at all.
Career, actually, it's just a work. We don't think it too much. I was working when I was in China, around 3 to 6 years. Then we open company, we work. Then when my child grow up, they need me as a mother. So I came here, I'm alone with them. I follow them, each and everything, bring them to school, partying, bring them to the coaching, bring them to study. And here the school will finish at 2 o'clock. So when the child is very small, I'm not work. I'm a housewife. I'm a housewife for around 7 to 8 years. Until just 2 years back, and then I start to work again. Now I'm working to do some purchase department manager for a company in Dubai. I coordinate between China and Dubai. With my limitation to help them. So career, it can change according to your situation. When I was studying in college time, I was learning the article painting. I graduate with university, then I became a designer assistant, and later I do a trading. Later I became a housewife. Later now I'm working. We can be many things in our life. We can be any time according to the situation. First, we be ourselves. Be yourself. Be confident. So I saw many women in here. They are totally depend on the man. Actually, first, our mind should be independent. We can do with our limitation. When the family, the child need you as a mother, our job is a mother. That is my career. When my child grew up, I can start to come back to society and work. If Allah give me the chance, I try my best to work and help others. If not, you don't get in any chance, you get in too much depression in the family, I know. You try to find an interesting by yourself. Which one you like? Like you like dancing, you can try to participate dancing at home alone. You like singing, you can sing. You like painting, you can paint. You like cooking. Even I saw many ladies, they cook, they sell to the shop, child shop. They earn the money. Even the lady, they don't get any chance to go outside. You can be a tuition teacher. They teach the small child. They teach other. I also saw some lady, they join together as a group. They make some homely food to supply. So career, we can just work. We can do anything. First, be confident with ourselves, and according to the situation, we work That's it. We work, and if we, inshallah, we got the income, it's good for you. If not, at least you get some friends, you get something to do. You don't want to too much focus in some point, especially when the marriage life finish. I saw many women with too much time in the kitchen. Kitchen is not your life. The world is there, right?
My background is mass communication. And then I took an MA in spirituality. That is a special interest I had. And then before coming here, I worked for 12 years in a Jesuit university. And I taught religious studies, and I worked in a religious organization. So that was the background. So when I moved to here, I told you my mind was already set in India, on India from high school onwards. So I had a sort of like a flow. So when I came here, my whole orientation was Indian spirituality. So, and with the background I had, the first thing I wanted was to connect to any religious institution. So I was out of work for 1 year. I got married in 2006. So I was not working for 1 full year. And then after that, I wanted to work. I was searching for a job, and then I said I will not settle for anything less unless it is connected to my past work. So one wonderful person, I was in church, one wonderful person saw me and then asked me from where I was. So I explained everything, and I said to her, I want to work. I wanted to work. And she told me, oh, you go to Devagiri. Father John Mannaratharan is building a school. You go there, he will be ready to help. So the next day onwards, I went to Devagiri. Okay, I went to see Father John. So I was so excited because it's along the line of my work. So I went to see Father John. I brought my resume and everything else. He just looked at it like this and put it aside, and he pushed me into one of the classrooms. And he said, go and take a class. So I got in, I took the class, and I said, what do you want me to take? Anything. So I took the class. I said, okay, children, I'm going to tell you a story. And he sat at the back. So he was like all eyes on me. And then I told the story. I discussed with the children. I left the classroom, and he came out with me, and he said, you report next day. That started. It was like instant. So I feel that my life here is not disconnected from the life I had. It is like an upgrade. Yeah, it is an upgrade. And then I'm saying that my whole life here is a complete spiritual practice. So it's not just living, existing here. There's a wider angle for me. So it's always in context for me. So I have been here, I've been with Devagiri since 2008. And up to now, I'm still moving on. And I think I'll be retiring in 3 years. I'll be retiring in 3 years. So the next stage of my life will be interesting. So I'm always looking forward with enthusiasm. So every end is always a beginning for me, and always it's an upgrade. So it's something like I look forward to. Thank you.
As women, you all have shared experiences of coming to a foreign place and making a home here. Do you think your experience would have been different if you were a man?
I think just imagine a foreign man coming to an Indian family, the way he will be welcomed, no pressure. He can continue his lifestyle, choice of job, no problem at all. And being on my side, our side, you see, so much pressure, so many expectations regarding daily life. Family role. Like you should be, the first we heard, like you have a lot of things where you need to learn how to stand by yourself, not to, maybe she wanted to become, integrate very firstly. I always had an idea to be myself, like you said. Even I can wear any Indian dress or put a bindi or dance, Indian dance, no. Inside me, I am Olga from Russia, and you can't break it down by any expectations or any tradition or any custom. So I believe, if you come as a man, everything will be for you. And when you come as a family, a lady, it depends on the family, of course. But still, I think it's very much different approach. How do you feel?
What kind of man? If I'm a Chinese man came to the Indian family, I think they will feeling wow. They're so lucky to get Indian woman. Yeah.
Even if Russian man comes here, he will be welcome. I mean,
They will, they will feeling, oh my God, this Indian man, they're so lucky to got a so nice Indian woman. Because I can see the Indian woman serving them a lot. From my native family, my father have to do all the cooking job. He have to go to market to buy the things and cooking for his wife. It's not possible in India. It's a different culture. Actually, for our culture, man and woman is a balance. Balance in the family. Man and woman are same. It doesn't mean man having more higher position or lower position. No. We are doing the same which one we good at. You good at cooking, you cook. Otherwise, we have to separate your bad taste food. You good at earn, you earn. You can get some financial support to the family, right? So it doesn't mean the man, if he complete competition in the society to get a work and they don't get a good income, they get too much pressure. And they come back home to blame the wife, and then the wife get pressure. It's not, in China, no, it's less happening. I don't say not happen, it's less happen. Like a wife and man, they having the same responsibility. If the man, they cannot earn, the wife will go to earn. Will go out to work. Almost 99% of Chinese ladies will go to work. Because the society is making them like that. We have to work. If you cannot work, you get home, you do as a, like what I said, housewife also a career. You try to do it perfect. But it's not compulsory that you're married, you must be a housewife. It's nothing like that. I think it's based on which man you're talking to come here.
Yeah, if we're saying a Filipino man would come here and live here, there's not much difference in terms of ways, because the men, the way how men here is almost the same as the men there. Although there is a small difference. Let me just say, like for example, my brother and myself, we share household chores. Everything we share. Like I will do dishes or cooking Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and he'll cook Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's not just because I am not there and he has to do it. No, if I'm not, we shared a lot. But then generally it's still patriarchy. So in other ways it's still patriarchy. The man will always take that side that is more laid back when it comes to the home. So generally it's the same there too, but if a Filipino man comes here, there's not much difficulty really. Same as, I think I share the same point of view as.
Do you think Kerala society has taken a progressive stand towards the emancipation of women? Anyone can answer.
I think compared to Belgium, I think Kerala is very much in advance. The women were respected. I remember my grandmother, everybody was very polite to my Amma. She was respected much more than what we would do in Belgium. No, emancipation of women, you feel that it was matrilineal, no? That there is something that women are respected more than in Europe, than by Catholics, I think.
I think that India is very progressive, compared to other states of India. I mean, Kerala is very progressive compared to other states of India, but still, I think, comparatively to my country, women here still have this limitation in their lifestyle, limitation of their freedom, in their personal freedom of choosing their career or like even hobbies or something, especially after the marriage. So I believe in future Kerala society, people around me, adopt for. I don't want to change traditions, family union is very much important here in India, and I really like it. But I want to see more balanced relationship between husband and wife, more flexibility in their family roles. Like you said, husbands should not be only husband earning money and not doing anything else. And wife should be a housewife taking care of kids and sometimes getting a chance to go for a work, just to earn some money, not to make a big career. So I wish it would come in future, because I'm too much concerned about future of my daughter. Really. Still, every time I think about her future, I have some, tension inside me. I have no issues regarding my son's future, my daughter-in-law, future daughter-in-law. But I have that feeling inside me when I think about future of my daughter here in India, in Kerala, yeah. So, because it's unclear for me. It is, I don't know. How will I accept that? Still, it's maybe will come future that marriage, everything will come in 10 years, maybe 15 years. But that feeling inside me, I have that. So, I don't know. Let's see in the future.
I don't worry about my son. Whatever he get, he succeed, not succeed. He get a wife or not get a wife, I no problem. Only the daughter I'm worried. What kind of family should we be going? How she adapt to this society? How she adjust in her future, in her husband family? Whenever I think whether they will be kind to her, how long I can be there with her to help her. I am not able to teach for over life. So that pressure is by myself as a mother. So all the time I get him. Once I think about her future, I feel anxiety. Because I can feel in here the India is almost like a men's society. Because the women, they don't get too much chance to opportunity. In school now, I think it's better. For the job opportunity, they are less. After they get in 21, 22, their family will start to push them to marriage. In their ages, they even not able to complete their graduation. In the society I'm talking, not our family. In the public society. So I can see many girls, they don't complete their graduation, then they lose their competitive ability in the society to work or survive. Then they will completely depend to their husband. If the husband is not good, they will start to struggle. Struggle like they don't know what is the hope and all. But actually, I want to say to these girls, first, be confident. We can do anything if we want. Once she grow up, inshallah, I don't know. How to change this? I think we cannot change the society, but we can change ourselves. We cannot change the world, but we can adjust ourselves to adapt to the situation. Even the society, they don't give too much chance to the lady, to woman. But women, we ourselves can be a guru. We help each other. Like just now what she said, like a family-in-law, mother-in-law and all. First, a woman, we help each other. Not like I think some old culture of the old mother-in-law, they calling the daughter-in-law not in the same level. They will tell them to do many work. In some family, I can see that the daughter-in-law have to do a lot of work to do the serving for the mother. But first, we are women, we help each other. I got a very great, good mother-in-law.
Yep.
She liked me as a daughter, same as her daughter. I love her very much. First, we giving love to your daughter-in-law. I love her daughter-in-law. She will help me as my mother, as her mother. So we women, we helping each other. We friends, we helping each other. We must meet a lot of problems in the life. a lot. Maybe study time we will face problem in exam. In the career time we face problem. Có problem though. So I think our lady mind and man's mind different. They don't like to speak a lot. Men, they don't like to speak a lot. But for lady, we like to, once we got some friend to share, just simply talk. Maybe just share to reduce our pressure. We get friends. Then we can face to any situation. So once we already in this society, we cannot change it. Then change ourselves. Change ourselves how to survive in this man's society, how to survive in this family.
First one, you said if there any progress in Kerala. I think I have seen, because when I came here, I had witnessed a few things: less empowerment, less programs for women. But nowadays, I have seen there are more police women. There are now recently the gender budgeting. So that is one progressive. That is from social, political point of view. We are doing something compared to the last 10 years. Okay, the dowry police and all of those things. We are doing something. However, that is true. Culturally, we have been slow. As she said, the best way to test this actually is if you have a daughter, what would you feel? I think I share the same thing. My daughter is here. My daughter is here. Yes. There was once I really stopped and asked myself, what would happen to her if she lives here? After her graduation in college, what would happen to her? I had that fear in myself. What would happen to her? Who is she going to marry?
Oh my God.
That was my question in my mind. She's only 9th standard, but my mind is way ahead. And who is she going to marry? And there was a little bit of fear in myself. And then I was asking myself, if she's going to marry like my husband, then there's no problem. But then not all Malayalis are like my husband. So I am not so sure. So that is an indication that we are not, as women, we are not yet secure because we fear for our girls. That's the greatest test. You think of the smallest child in your home and you think about her future. If you feel that fear, then we have not reached our destination in terms of gender equality, because we still have that fear in us. I still have it. But then that fear will have us move forward and to put the better structure so that when they really grow up, we can provide that kind of freedom, which I have experienced. I will tell you, I am here because of my sole decision. Not a single one in my family had a say in my life. They supported me all throughout. What I wanted, the career that I wanted, where I wanted to go, where would I want to. When I told them I want to go to India, they just asked me, why do you want to go there? And I provided my reason. And then when I got the proposal, why do you want to marry an Indian man? All those questions, all I had to do was tell them. Not at all. So I am not sure if that is going to happen here. If that is going to happen here, then you can say, well, maybe the society has progressed. If the girl child can decide for herself course that she's going to take, the man that she's going to marry, even if it is arranged marriages. I have seen arranged marriages that are very well placed. It doesn't mean love marriages is far better. No. It is how we progress, how we move forward. It's how we talk to each other. So even if it is arranged marriages, if the girl child is part of the decision planning, then we can say we have progressed. So that's it. So we have a lot of things to do, and that is part of my job in my school. I'm a values education teacher. I teach gender equality in every possible way without directly attacking the culture. So it's just like opening the mindset, allowing more freedom to think, to question. That's all. To question the structure politely, lovingly, without violence. That's what we want to teach our children, to speak out, not to rebel, but to progress along with society. That's the best thing we can possibly do.
Well, that is a powerful comment on Kerala's progressive society from you. So we are winding up. I believe it was a lovely, enlightening evening for all of us, especially for the listeners. So before we part ways, I would like to request all the panelists to speak a few words in your mother tongue.
In Dutch, ik spreek Vlaams. Dat is totaal verschillend van Frans. In het noorden van België spreken we Vlaams. In the south, then I go to French. Dans le sud de la Belgique, nous parlons français.
And now we need a translation also, please. We need a translation also.
Just as I said, in the north they talk Flemish, and in the south they talk French. That's all. So we need the two languages. French is easy because it's very different from English, so I don't mix up. But Flemish is very close to English. So I start a sentence in Flemish and I switch to English.
So I just want to add some information regarding about Russia. You know, Russia is the biggest country, and the main thing, we speak only Russian language. If you go any remote area in any part of Russia and you speak Russian, everyone will understand you. Even though there are some cultures, subcultures, they have their own languages, but everyone speaks Russian. Even if you go to post-Soviet countries, so that's the best part. And another thing also, what I was very much surprised here in India, in Kerala, moving from district to district, there is a different approach towards mother and father. For example, maybe in Hindu religion, Amma, Achan, but when you go to Islam, Muslim families, Upa, Umma, Imma, Ipa, Imachi, Ipachi. So it was like so much crazy for me how in Russia, in all Russia, we have Mama and Papa. No difference. So let me speak some Russian for you. Меня зовут Ольга, я приехала из России, я очень люблю Кералу. Надеюсь, вам понравился сегодняшний вечер. Do you want translation?
Yes, please.
So I just told that my name is Olga. I came from Russia, from Moscow, and I really like Kerala, and I hope you enjoy today's evening.
In here you have Hindi and you have Malayalam. In Philippines we have Filipino and Chabacano. So it's like Chabacano is like Malayalam, and then Filipino is like Hindi. So I speak both there. So first we'll go to the local Malayalam, Chabacano. Okay, got it? Yeah. So Chabacano is like a Spanish tone. We are my city was colonized by Spain. That's why my name is Marques. So our place is Marques. So we speak Chabacano, sounds like Spanish. Gracias con todos, amigos y amigas. Hasta la vista, baby. Don't translate. Gracias con todos, mi amigos, amigas, which means thank you very much, my friends. Friends means boys and girls. Amigos, friends, boys. Amigas, girls. So, gracias con todos, amigos y amigas. Hasta la vista. I'll see you again. That's Chabacano. In Filipino, like Hindi, national language, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat, mga kaibigan ko. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat, mga kaibigan ko. Thank you very much, all my friends.
Okay, I can speak one Chinese poem. 静夜思，作者李白。床前明月光，疑是地上霜。抬头望明月，低头思故乡。The translation is 床前 is a veil. The veil having around surrounding there. 明月 means the moon. The moon shining on the side of the veil. Every family have a veil. 床前明月光 The moon shining, put the light on the veil. 疑是地上霜 It means it looks like 地上 means the floor. It looks like a lightning shining snow on the floor. 疑是地上霜 抬头望明月. I'm looking at the moon. 抬头望明月. I'm looking up the moon. 低头思故乡. When I down my head, I'm missing my home.
Okay, that was lovely. I hope we all had a wonderful evening. I thank all the panelists for attending this session and the audience too. Have a great day.